Hi everybody, it's Corbin, and today we are going to delve into a little black box. Now, I wanted to start this off without any unwrapping or tampering with the packaging because I wanted to show you guys this, so we'll delve right into the little dual camera video. Now, right on top, I'm going to hold this a little higher for this camera. It says things like received without contents, received in damaged condition, received in without contents, and all over it's saying that it's damaged, that it's broken, that things are missing. Now, I don't know if they're just talking about the fact that the tissue is torn, which is a very big possibility, but I don't know. This isn't exactly the most clever way to package something along this lines, but I get it. It's wrapped in twine, which is very easy to kind of finagle off, and then wrapped with black tissue. So I just wanted to start out with that. Now, the thing that was protruding out is this very cute kind of book, and it says it's a book of spells. And it looks like it's just a basic blank book that she covered herself. I mean, kind of cool, kind of cool. So, I don't know. Maybe there's a pen with this. I don't know. I'll have to find out once I get inside of the box. It's now just a very blank, empty box without much to it. So let's try to rip up the tape because I didn't bring scissors with me. So I'm just mildly weirded out by it. This box took a long time to get to me to begin with, and it's odd that it took this long. It really is. I've never had a black box take as long as this one did. So, I don't know. I got tracking information about this box coming to me around the 27th of last month. And it took a lot of effort on my part to get a response about where my package was, because the tracking number kept saying it was never given to UPS, which is mildly worrying. So, right on top is a little card that says SpellBound, which is the theme of the box. We all need a little magic in our lives from time to time. Okay, let me flip this over and then I'll just read it to you faster. We all need little magic in our lives from time to time. The items in the box were picked to bring protection and clarity, bring some enchantment. So, right on top it says Book of Spells. So, let's see what is actually missing and if the rest of these items are in the box. So let's open this. Now, as far as the situation with it being so late, I finally did get a response. They did make the situation corrected and a lot better, and then my box got here the next day. So I don't know what's going on. She said it was caught up in the sorting facility up near where she lives, but it made it here, so yeah. So right on top, we have this little paper that's obviously handmade and hand antiqued, and it says smoke of incense and light of the moon. Okay, so this is supposed to be a spell of some sort. So I don't know what exactly this would be yet. So we'll get back to this. Interesting. So we'll grab this. This is Dragon's Blood ink, which is, it gives you instructions of how to mix this. It says fill with half an inch of alcohol and mix together. So it's going to be a very roughly runny ink. It's not going to be one of these overly flowy inks. It's an awfully big jar for what it is. And let's see, does it tell me that's supposed to be in here? Yes, Dragon's Blood is on my list. So this is a Dragon's Blood ink. Interesting. So let's go like this and pull things off and kind of see what this is. So that's an accessory. Let's try to set the accessories off to the side for now. That feels like an accessory too. So the next thing that is listed is a quill pen, which, yay, this is obviously hand done. It's a little quill, which personally I like my quills to be a lot longer because for me, it's just a thing I like. And it has a little calligraphy nub, which is very cool. It's hand done, it's bound. and it feels like it's hot glue or it's epoxied into place. This is an interesting kind of nifty touch. I don't know how I feel about it, really. I feel, in some ways, it feels overly generic to the box, but in some ways I think it's a cool little touch. So let's keep going. It says the next thing I'm supposed to get, I'm looking for. So I don't know where to really begin with this one. There's 2 candles, which a white one, a cream one, and a black one, which it says they're spell candles, which is cool, very nice, very nifty, very, very cool for what it's supposed to be. The next thing in the box is supposed to be a witch's circle, which is what I'm guessing this is. So I don't know, that wasn't very clearly displayed, but I have a feeling it's supposed to be all wrinkled like this one is. Hopefully. I don't really know in that regard. The next thing is black salt, which this gives you what it's for, what it does. And it's just a bag of a muddy red consistency looking salt, a muddy red black looking salt. But I think that's just because the bag's been mildly, overly abrased. The salt was overly abrasive from the inside of the bag, so it's created a cloudy film, so it gives it a kind of reddy film color. The next thing in the next thing are these little crystals that are broken because they weren't packaged very well, but I'm gonna go like that. These are, I saw them on the list. They were Black Phantom Crystal Quartz, which these are broken, all except for this one. This one's not broken. These ones are broken. Well, just this one right here. These 2 clear pieces go together, obviously. But I guess that's okay. I think it's cool. I think it's nifty. I like getting things like that, so that's kind of nice. And this, I believe, is supposed to be a... Where did I see you? So it's another crystal, and this one, if I'm not mistaken, where is it? I think this is the wand. It said something about a wand. The selenite wand. So it's just a big piece of selenite, which is a very nice, comforting kind of stone. This one feels very nice. It's very nice and smooth. The energy in it feels pleasant to me. There's nothing off about it. There's nothing off-putting. So I think that's relatively cool. I'm going to rewrap it back inside of its little tool wrapping just to keep it safe and secure. So I think that's a neat touch. Now, the next thing that is listed here is a coffin pin, which is what this is. The Riot Creeps, which it's just a kind of little domed pin on what looks like a piece of chipboard, or it could be Shrinky Dink, maybe. I don't know exactly how this was made. It's an interesting touch, a bit of a one. I would expected this more in the New Orleans box, but that's okay. This is kind of cool too. And then there's accessories here. So the first one is, I know this is a little scent pendant, so, oh, maybe not. I thought this would be. It looks like a little scent holder, but it's not. It's just a faux scent holder, and this says frankincense on it, even though you can see the seam all the way around it. Maybe I just am being silly and can't figure out how to open it, but it doesn't look like it's meant to open at all, which is kind of sad. That would have been really cool if I could open it and then put a fragrance. They make little scent bottles like this, and normally they just give a waft of fragrance around a person who's wearing them. This is a cool pendant, though, and it says frankincense on it. It looks like a gothic kind of urn. Pretty neat, pretty cool. The next thing is a little velvet pouch, which is hard to open. And let's dump out the contents. And it's just one more accessory. This one is a very pretty little kind of crystal hanging in the middle of a circle. It's an interesting piece of jewelry that I think would help ward anything off. I don't exactly know. I'm not an expert in crystals, but I think it's pretty. It's kind of cool. Now, let's recap what I got. So I got the necklace with the crystal. I got the necklace with the little frankincense urn on it. The dragon's blood ink. The riot creeper pin. The little black mystery crystal. The black salt. The quill. The witch's circle. The little stalactite, the selenite wand, black and white candles, and the witch's spell book, which I know why it wasn't stored inside the box. That makes sense to my little feeble brain, but it's still one of those things that I'm a little perturbed about. But it's not anything overly negative. I don't know what's supposedly missing from the box. It may just have been the post office reporting the damage of the tissue. Now, this month's box overall, I am mildly about. I enjoyed it. I liked it for the most part. Some of the things I wasn't necessarily expecting. With a theme like SpellBound, it could have gone almost anywhere. So it's not like it's a complete hit or miss. It's a pretty cool, fun box. I'm happy that they're doing themes. This theme wasn't necessarily my favorite. I'm very excited. Next month is supposed to be Edgar Allan Poe, so we'll see how that goes. And the month after that is supposed to be Alice in Wonderland, or it's called Unbirthday. So that's all cool. If you guys have questions or comments, shoot them down below. And if you guys get this service yourself, or you're thinking about getting the service, let me know. We can start a dialogue. I love talking to you guys, and I will talk to you guys later.
You like what you see? Then...
subscribe!